Hello, welcome to this Linux series where you are going to learn Linux for the DevOps. If you are a student or you are learning DevOps but you don't have the core concepts related to the Linux, this series is for you. So we are going to learn the Linux, how we can utilize, how we can have the better usability of Linux while doing and deployments on DevOps, on AWS, DigitalOcean, or Azure, or Google Cloud, any tool you are using, everything is on the top of the Linux. So make sure you have expertise in the Linux. If you don't have the expertise, you will not be able to grab the bigger projects and you will not be able to work with the bigger companies because this is a fundamental. We mostly what we do, we skip the foundations and we directly jump to the projects. Those are related to the DevOps. We learn some projects, we learn some tools, but we avoid learning the Linux. So this is a special series I made for those who are into the DevOps side, and it will enhance your skills so you can progress and you can make more out of the DevOps. So what we have into this series, we have total 5 modules, 18 lessons. This is what we are going to do. In the first, we are going to learn about Linux basics. In the second module, we will learn about Linux administration, how we can control users, groups, Linux permissions, and other stuff. When we will move to the third module, we will talk about networking, how networking is used in Linux, Linux networking, how to troubleshoot, and how to do SSH to the remote servers. In the fourth module, we are going to learn the bash scripting. Most of the time in the Linux, we do the bash scripting to automate the things, to make things easier and automate. In the fifth module, we will learn some of the projects that we can do about DevOps, the use of Linux in the DevOps. So if you think about the Linux, if you have any project you are going to deploy on AWS, imagine you are going to deploy on EC2 or anything which is Docker based, it can be AWS, ECS, Elastic Container Service, or Kubernetes nodes. Everything is on the top of the Linux. So that is why Linux is important to understand. So you know how to do execute the commands and how to SSH and how to troubleshoot. That is why we are going to learn Linux. And the next thing is how we have to practice and how we can install. There's a multiple ways to learn the Linux using different tools. One is if you are a Window user, you have a Window laptop, or if you have a Mac OS, then you can install the Linux there and you can do the practice. And the other ways you can, if you are on my website, DevOps by Move, and you can see here, Linux for DevOps, try free for playground. If you will click on that, you will see this playground. I just made for you guys. You can just simply practice on the website, the basic commands. You can see the list of commands that you can practice here. You don't need to install anything in your laptop. You can just simply come on website. If you're maybe doing some preparation for your interview, that's your go and do some practice. But I always recommend you, if you're going higher and professional level, you can use some virtual servers as well that we will also try in this series, which is AWS. Like on AWS, we can use EC2, which is a virtual machine. We can create a virtual machine here, EC2. And similarly, if you have to use Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, they also provide us a virtual machine that we will also utilize. And this is the first way of setting up your environment so you can practice it. So if you have a Windows system, you can use WSL and you can install Ubuntu on your Windows using your terminal. And then you can just follow these instructions and then you have to just ready to do the practice. But if you're using Mac, it's simple. You can just install multipause first of all, and then you have to launch a DevOps. You have to create a Ubuntu virtual machine. You can give a name DevOps, any other name you can give. Then you say multipass shell DevOps. Then you will just enter into your Linux uh, environment. So if I have to go and if I copy this command and I just show you in my terminal simply because I have this installed using the commands, and if I have to enter into the DevOps Linux environment, and you can see here I am there. So I'm ready to practice and I'm ready to use it. And similarly, if we have to go back, so we can see that our environment is totally ready. And one thing that I already show you, which is a playground, how you will utilize it. You have to simply click on start the machine. But if sometime you see this error, what you have to do, you have to simply refresh it. And after refreshing, you have to click on start the machine and give it at least 1 minute so it can get ready. So it can take some time. After 1 minute, you can start using it and you can run the command and it will start working. So this is how our setup is ready. And in the next video, we are going to learn about the basics, which is our next module, Linux basics. And we will learn about how we have to navigate. If I show you that what we are going to learn, which is a Linux file system and the navigation, which will be our how we have to learn about it. This will be our lesson about file system, navigation, and the basics we are going to learn about. So this is all about this video, and we will discuss the next topic in our next video.